So I'm Brad Walker, and I'm the CEO of In Command. We have a big problem in this country. 10,000 people are retiring every day for the next 15 years. These are our parents, our grandparents, and maybe even some of you. This is a huge population with a very large amount of investable assets, but they don't have access to the investments that they need to live a comfortable retirement. Yields on traditional low-risk fixed income are at historical lows, and innovators in the marketplace lending and peer-to-peer space have created great yields, but they're riskier. That's why we invented the Primo. We set out to build a product that we would be comfortable selling to our own parents, one that's safe and has a great return. So how do we create a Primo? It starts with a borrower who's looking for a home loan. They find one of our lending partners. The lending partner will underwrite the borrower, and if they're a good borrower, write the loan. We then take that mortgage and review it against our own strict guidelines. If it fits, we'll turn it into a Primo. Investors can buy into any one Primo in increments of $100. We've developed a simple and intuitive investor platform. I'd like to show you what that looks like. So this is our investor, Marie. She signs into In Command, goes to My In Command, and then to purchase Primos. Here she can build a portfolio right now using our risk score, A, AA, and AAA. And Marie wants to maximize her yield, so she chooses A and AA, and she's comfortable doing that because our minimum standards are strict. So on the side, you can see now how many Primos make up her portfolio and the expected net yield of that portfolio. Underneath, she can see all of the individual Primos that now make up that portfolio, and she can see things like FICO score, down payment, and the state where the property is located. As I said earlier, Marie is interested in yield, so she sorts the list by yield. And now she can see it in descending order. She wants more detail on the individual Primos, and so she goes into the detail tab where she can see things like metro area, debt to income, and the number of months of reserves the borrower has. But Marie doesn't know what debt to income is, so she scrolls over the tooltip. Now she knows. And so the next step is she goes to fill out the investment amount. And she decides to put in $75,000 of the $100,000 that she has in her account. Then moves on. So here again, she can see the Primo ratings that she chose, the expected net yield of the portfolio, and the number of Primos that make that portfolio. But now she gets a breakdown of that investment amount. So she can see how much mortgage principal did she buy, how much accrued interest that she purchased, and the premium that she's paying. She also has one last chance to scroll through the list of individual Primos to make sure that she didn't miss anything. Satisfied, she clicks complete purchase, and she gets her order confirmation. A couple of months later, she wants to see how the portfolio is doing. So she logs back in and can see the desktop. Here again, she can see the average yield of the portfolio, the overall account value, and how much cash she has to buy additional Primos. She can also see a map that shows the 5 highest states where she owns Primos. But she wants to see how every individual loan is doing. So she goes into her account and can actually scroll down and see how everything is performing. And it looks good. Marie's happy. So we've accomplished a number of major milestones to date. We've been working with top Wall Street law firm Sidley Austin to complete all of our regulatory work and our Primo offering docs. We've signed our first lender partnerships and have acquired our first mortgages. We have 2 registered investment advisors on the platform, and we're looking to grow that population. And finally, as of last May, we launched the platform and began selling Primos to accredited investors. So we've accomplished a lot. This is where we're at right now. So we're driving scale by selling to accredited investors, registered investment advisors, and to institutions. Within a year, we'll take Primos through full SEC registration so that anyone who needs Primos can buy them. And after that, we'll move into other hard asset-backed offerings. So this is In Command's vision for the future. Thank you.